Hi, Shave Legend in here with a little tip for you. And as you can see, I am not on the golf course, although I do have a golf club. I am in the garden today because I wanted to give a little zen, kind of serene feel to our topic, because the topic today is the mental game, and particularly what I want to talk about is expectations. Okay, so what do I mean expectations? Well, there's a little problem. Before I get into this, I want to give some props out to a golf pro in Los Angeles named Ryan Kennedy, who recently talked about this on his YouTube channel, and it reminded me that this is a topic that is worth discussing. So Ryan, I apologize for stealing your topic and your thunder here. What is the deal with expectations? And before we get into it, and let me tell you a little story about, it's a personal connection to it. When I play in pro-ams and I'm paired up with 3 or 4 amateurs and we go out and play golf, and of course we want to have a great score for the team, occasionally I'll rip a drive down the middle and hit a 9-iron to about 8 feet or 9 feet, and the team starts high-fiving each other. They go, "All right, man, we got a birdie for the team." And I'm freaking out because I'm like, I got a 9-foot side hill fast putt on a championship green. I don't know why they think that we've got like a guaranteed birdie, but their expectation is that there's no way that I as a pro could possibly miss that putt. And not only is that incredibly wrong, but that has a tremendous impact on me personally, because I know that this is a difficult putt, and now all the pressures from what they believe and what they feel are piled upon me, and I start thinking, boy, they're going to really not think good about me if I don't make this putt. I'm really going to let them down because they're very, very excited about it. So that's an external stimulation of expectations that isn't even coming from me. It's coming from other people. And so imagine the pressure that we feel with our own expectations and our own beliefs when we don't live up to what we think we should be accomplishing on the golf course. So where do these expectations come from? Well, they come from watching golf on TV. And here's the nitty gritty, the nuts and bolts of what I want to get into. Is it's really simple. You watch golf on TV and there might be 75 to 150 tour professionals playing in this golf tournament. And there's a crew of photographers and videographers, there's a producer, there's a big trailer, and they've got all this camera feed. They got all these players playing and they're all being filmed. And there is a person in there who's deciding, what are we going to show on TV? Well, nobody wants to watch some guy who's in 20th place miss a 9-foot putt. That's boring TV. So they are showing you only the exciting, fun, special things that are happening on the golf course. They're showing you highlights. Particularly on the weekends, you've only got 70 guys, and the 70 players, or women, and the 70 players who are left over playing on the weekends are the people who are playing their very, very best golf. So you're seeing highlights of the best players in the world who happen to be having a very, very hot weekend. So we tend to watch this and we see them make every 5-footer, we see them make every 8-footer, and we start thinking we should do the same. So that's the problem. Expectations are giving you a lot of issues on the golf course, and we got to find a way to let go of those and stay in the present. Okay, I just used the term stay in the present, and this is the cure for expectations. The cornerstone of golf psychology is to stay in the present. And what does that mean? Well, back to my story, when those players saw me hit it close, they said, "All right, we've got a birdie." They have now transported themselves into the future. They have finished the hole, and they've already written down a score on the scorecard. They've already decided what's going to happen 10 minutes from now. And of course, they're also thinking, if we make a lot of birdies, we might win the tournament, or we might place very well, we might win some prizes, we might win some money. This is all future-based thinking. In conversion to that, sometimes we look back and we're mad that we missed a birdie putt, we're mad that we hit a ball out of bounds. We are in the past. The key to golf psychology is to stay in the present. So once I've hit a ball on the green and I've got a putt, what do I need to be thinking about? I need to read that putt. I need to line up properly. I have to have good technique, of course. I've got to aim well and believe in it and make the best stroke possible. And then once the ball starts rolling, all I can do is root for it. It might go in, it might not. There are a lot of other things that can influence whether a ball goes in the hole or not, even if you do everything perfect. So that's your tip. Drop the expectations if you can. I know it's difficult, it's hard for me. And stay in the present. Don't worry about your score. Take each shot, one shot at a time. do the best you can on that shot, and then turn it off. Let it go, move on to the next shot. And I'm gonna leave you today with one extra special thought for those of you who like Star Trek. Now, I'm not a Trekkie, but my buddy once told me the best way that you could play a round of golf would be, you know, on Star Trek they got, you know, beam me up, Scotty. They've got the little thing that beams them back and forth from the planets and different places. What if you could get a beam me up, Scotty machine and beam you out onto the golf course to all these random places, random shots, random holes? You wouldn't know how you're playing today. You're on the 16th hole with a birdie putt. Then you're next on the 4th tee hitting a shot. And then you're on the 1st green hitting a chip. And you don't really know if you're having a good day or a bad day. There's no expectations. You just are transported to a random place and have to hit a random shot. And at the end of the day, we add all those things together and we come up with a score. So play some Star Trek golf. Go out there, be as random as you can, turn your brain off, hit the best shot you can, forget it. Either get mad for 2 seconds or celebrate for 2 seconds, but then move on, stay in the present. So that's your tip of the month. As always, we've got professionals here at the Bridges that are happy to help, including myself. So give the Pro Shop a call if you'd like any help with your own game. Thanks for tuning in.